Hello, we are excited to announce an upcoming update to the Human Resource Management System that will introduce new responsive user experience, also known as NUX, for the timecard pages. This update will take place on Monday, February 22nd, 2021. What is responsive user experience? Responsive user experience refers to a flexible system design that enables a web page to detect the user's screen size and orientation and change the layout of the page accordingly. For example, if you look at the HRMS homepage and view it on two different screen or browser sizes, you will notice that the number of icons displayed in a row automatically changes as a result of the responsive user experience design, depending on your screen size. Now that you have an understanding of what responsive user experience means, let's look at some of the upcoming changes to the timecard pages. Note: in this overview video, we will only be introducing some of the visual and navigational changes to the timecard submission pages. Additional information and instructions on how to navigate through these pages will be provided soon, before these changes are introduced, through the HRMS knowledge base. You can access the HRMS KB by visiting humber.ca/HRMS. As you navigate to the Time and Absences work area, you will notice a new Current Timecard tile and the existing Timecards tile. As you click on either one of these tiles, the new responsive timecard pages will open, and you will notice a new, yet familiar look and feel of the pages, similar to what can be found in the Absence section today. Let's start by looking at the new Current Timecard page, which has been introduced to make it easier for employees to submit timecard for the current week or time period. As you navigate to this page, you will notice a single page, vertical, section-based design. This updated design and layout provides an improved user experience on the HRMS as you perform timecard-related actions. Let's take a closer look at how the current timecard page is organized. This page is divided into multiple sections. These sections include the current timecard page header, the timecard details area, the entry section, and the comment section. The current timecard page header includes information regarding your current timecard time period, as well as the actions, submit, and cancel buttons. These buttons let you submit or cancel a timecard entry. You can also find additional helpful items by clicking on the Actions button. The timecard details area allows you to check the status of your timecard, number of reported hours for the current timecard period, and by clicking on Show Details, some important information regarding your reported versus calculated hours. Reported hours are the total number of hours you have worked in a specific time period, which have also been entered in previous steps. Calculated hours automatically deduct meal breaks from previously entered reported hours. For 5 hours or more of continuous work, 30 minutes will be deducted for a meal period. If more than 7 hours of continuous work have been reported, 1 hour will be deducted for meal breaks. Calculated hours are used for payroll processing and determine your pay. Next is the Entries section. From here, you can create new timecard entries by using the Add button and perform actions such as copy previous timecard or copy other timecard. These actions allow you to copy and use previously submitted information so you don't have to create a completely new timecard. Let's look at how you can create a new timecard entry by clicking the Add button. Here, you will notice the updated input and selection fields. These fields are assignment number, payroll time type, job, department, manager, select dates, and comments. Start by selecting your assignment number from the drop-down menu. In this example, there are 2 assignment numbers listed here. As you select one of the assignment numbers, you will see that the job, department, and manager fields have auto-populated to reflect that assignment's details. If you select the other assignment number, you can see that the associated information in those fields have also been updated. Next, select the payroll time type. Here, you can click on the calendar icon under the Select Dates heading to select one or multiple days. Note: if your start and end times differ day to day, you will need to select one day at a time. Click X to confirm the selection and close the calendar. Next, select the start and end times by entering your time in the following format: 8:00 space AM. You can also select the time by clicking on the Select Time icon and scrolling to the desired time entry value. Before completing your time entries for the selected days, you can also add comments for your manager's review. For example, please note that I did not work Thursday or Friday due to college closure. Finally, click OK to confirm the time entry. In the comment section, you can include any additional comments you may have for your manager. It's important to note, before submitting this time card, let's revisit the time card details area to review some important information. By clicking on Show Details and then Calculate, you can review your reported versus calculated hours breakdown. Once you are satisfied with your time card entries and have reviewed the information on this page, you can submit the time card for your manager's approval. Please note, with the introduction of the new responsive user experience for the time card pages, you can submit and view time cards using your mobile device's web browser. To do so, please follow the same steps which were previously mentioned. Although these pages are now mobile ready, we still recommend using your desktop devices to submit time. That completes our overview of the new current time card page. Now, let's look at the updated existing time cards page. On this page, you will see a list of previously submitted time cards and their status. By default, this page will only show your last 5 time cards. However, using this drop-down menu, you can specify the time period to view additional time cards. It's important to note that this page also has an Add button that lets you create new time card entries. When you click Add, a page similar to the one we previously reviewed will open. However, there are some important differences that should be noted. First, you will notice a new time card period section that can be used to create a time card for any period, not just for the current week. You can do this by clicking on the Select Date icon under the Date heading. Let's select February 8th. The time card period information to the right has been updated to reflect the selected date. The second important difference you will notice on this page is the time card page header, which now displays a different page title. The Actions button from the current time card page has now been replaced with the Save and Close button. It's important to note that using the Save and Close button saves your time card in draft mode, which means the time card will not be available for your manager to review or approve. You must click the Submit button once you have completed your time entries on this page. Please ensure your time card submission is completed before the time submission deadline, as outlined on the payroll calendar. To learn more about the payroll calendar and its deadlines, visit the HRMS KB and click Payroll Calendar. The rest of the page has the same sections and functionality as the previously reviewed current time card page. This concludes our overview for the upcoming new responsive user experience for the time card pages. We hope you enjoyed this video and learned how your time card pages will be changing in the near future. As the update approaches, more information will be shared with you about the upcoming changes through the HRMS knowledge base, which can be accessed by visiting humber.ca/HRMS. Thank you.